Lakers Nation, what is going on? So welcome back to the channel with a new video this morning, and today we're going to be diving into Max Christie's stellar performance at home last night against a terrible, Portland Trailblazers team. They're just not a good basketball team at all, but we did wind up winning the game. The final score was 114-106, but the Lakers did close out the game, and we're not able to sustain the lead because, pretty much we're up like 9 to 10 points with 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. But it's sad that we still have to rely on a 40-year-old and LeBron James, who's in year 22, putting the team on his back, and pretty much he did carry last night. It's going to be one of those games, but you can't play night to night, playing every single possession, stuff like that. But our most important player, Anthony Davis, did not play due to an injury, and LeBron James was not supposed to play the remainder of the fourth quarter, but they had to put him back into the game in order for the Lakers to keep their lead and win the game, which is sad. And also, Gabe Vincent, he's been out for, the past 2 games due to an oblique injury, so hopefully he does come back sooner rather than later. And obviously, Jackson Hayes did, come back from a, ankle injury. That was like his first game since, November 26th. That is actually insane, but going back to Max Christie, he's a guy that's still getting better. He's showing signs as improvements. He's only 21 years of age. Mind you guys, he's like 3 or 4 years younger than our draft, pick this year in Dalton Connect, 17th draft pick in the first round. But Max Christie, his height is like 6'5", 6'ish, I would say. And he weighs about 190 pounds, so he does definitely need to put on some pounds, some muscle. And, in the offseason, I was really questioning why the Lakers, overpaid him, in my personal opinion, because I was doubting him, and I wasn't really giving him too much credit, and I wasn't really high on him, but he's starting to prove me wrong. The Lakers did sign him to a 4-year deal worth about $32 million, and when you look at his contract on Spotrac, it's a nice resource where you can, make trades and find these players, salaries and stuff like that. But his average salary is around $8 million this season, so that's not too bad. And he's starting to become one of the best bargain contracts in the league. That is very good. But I'm going to pull up his stats, and he's played 32 games, 11 starts, most in his career, and playing the most minutes in his career at 22.3 minutes a game. But he is averaging around a stat 7.8 points per game, a career high shooting, 44.6% from the field, and 37.1% from the three-point line, and 88.2% on the free throw line, 2.3 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 0.4 blocks, and 0.9 steals. His games played, his minutes per game, his field goal percentage, his free throw percentage, his rebounds, his assists, his blocks, his steals, and his points is all going up. So that is, pretty good. But Max Christie, he does excel at perimeter defense, on-ball duties, and has been able to show strong capabilities of potential as a three-point shooter, spot-up shooter in the corner with solid rebounding for his position. And he's like your prototypical 3-and-D guy. He can guard 1 through 3 using his length, his lateral quickness, his movement, and his foot speed, defensive instincts. And just his versatility alone just makes him, better and effective against, point guards and wings, right? But he's also good at handling the ball. And, he had a career high as a Laker, his best game in the NBA. He did drop 28 points in 31 minutes, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He had 2 steals, 1 block. He was a +8 on the court, plus minus, shooting 56.3% from the field in that game, 9 of 16, and 5 of 9 from the three-point line, and 5 of 5 from the free throw line. So he didn't miss a free throw. He was creating for himself, making plays for himself, and also making plays for his teammates and backdoor cuts and stuff like that. So it's good to see. He's only played, 3 years in the league, but this is really like his full season where he got to see him get his figure out year because, his first 2 seasons, he wasn't really getting too much of an opportunity under our head coach, Darvin Ham, and he was in the doghouse. So they really weren't, playing him. There was moments where he would start or come off the bench, and then there will be a month where he doesn't play. So, like I said, he was in the doghouse. But you got to keep in mind, he's only played 1 year in college for Michigan State as a freshman. And He was a draft pick by the Los Angeles Lakers back in 2022, I want to say, second round, 35th overall pick. And ever since JJ Redick has inserted, Max Christie into the starting lineup next to, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, and Anthony Davis, the Lakers have been, better defensively. I wouldn't say great, but the Lakers are like 6-2 ever since, entering into the starting lineup. So that is pretty good. And I really like the backcourt of Austin Reeves and just Max Christie. Austin Reeves continues to get cooked defensively. He's unathletic. I know he's like 6'5" for, a 2-guard. And he doesn't really handle ball pressure. Well, I know he got turnovers. But, the game against the Cleveland Cavaliers, he had like a 35 triple-double. And he played very good. But, he's not a number 1 option. He's not a number 2 option. He's definitely not a number 3 option. But he's been for the Lakers ever since, the Lakers did decide to trade D'Angelo Russell, from, the Lakers, and including Maxwell Lewis and 3 second-round picks. And in return, we got Dorian Finney-Smith. And obviously, a backup point guard in Shake Milton, But I just really like, Max Christie. And I was saying, ever since, Max Christie wasn't really getting too much of an opportunity last year, I was saying the Lakers should have played him in the playoffs in the first round. I don't think it would have changed a lot, but I think it could have helped, especially on the perimeter. Guys like, Michael Porter Jr. just stroking that thing, hitting threes. It just seems he goes off against the Los Angeles Lakers. He could have put Max Christie on maybe a guy like Jamal Murray to slow down the opposing team. So he's going to have his inconsistencies. I mean, the game against the Cleveland Cavaliers, he only had 5 points. But I'm pretty sure the game before that against the Sacramento Kings, he had like 16 or 15 points. So I know there's going to be moments where he's the worst player in the league. And then there's going to be moments where we love this guy. So that just comes with him, being young. He has all the tools, the intangibles to be a solid 3-and-D guy, right? Potentially be like your Danny Greenish or KCP, which a lot of teams can use in today's, modern day NBA. But let me know in the comment section, how do you guys feel about Max Christie's stellar performance at home last night? And I know it's the Portland Trail Blazers. They're just not a good basketball team whatsoever. And they were shorthanded. Jeremy Grant did not play. And I'm also, pretty sure their center and Robert Williams did not play. He hasn't played against the Lakers yet this season, so he's been dealing with injury. So they were dealing with injuries just like the Los Angeles Lakers. But the Lakers are currently, 19-14, 1-game winning streak. Before, last night's game, we lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers, obviously the best team in the league. And ahead of that game, we're on a 3-game winning streak. But obviously, we snapped it to the Cleveland Cavaliers and then won last night. Now that puts us, 1-game winning streak. But voice your opinions in the comment section. How do you guys feel about Max Christie's performance? I already asked you guys that. But would you guys want to continue to see him in the starting lineup? I would much prefer him to be off the bench. But if we're going to win an NBA championship, Max Christie cannot be your starting, shooting guard. Just be honest. You need more proven veterans, guys that have been there. But Max Christie, each and every single day, starting to prove me wrong. Just has to learn patience. And that's just being a diehard Lakers fan. I just feel like a lot of Lakers fans are just impatient when it comes to, young players. And I'm a Laker fan too. I was one of them. But the Lakers are very good at drafting, but we're just not good at developing players. We get rid of those players and trade them to other teams. And once we see them do good and other teams, that's when we hype on the train and say, oh, we should have never traded him. We should have never, left him. For example, Jay Huff or that player and Scottie Pippen Jr. when she was on the Memphis Grizzlies. But you got to keep in mind, the team was, trying to tank. And they had, John Morant, season-ending, surgery, I believe, with his hand, his wrist. And also he had a suspension, 25 games. So pretty much the Grizzlies that year, they were just waving the white flags. And they just want to give those guys an opportunity, whereas they were not going to get that under Darvin Ham. he wouldn't really, give a lot of young guys opportunity. He would have favorites towards, guys like Torian Prince, and that's why he followed him to Milwaukee. But I digress. I know today was a long video. Make sure you guys like the video to get it to more people, help the algorithm, help the audience, share it with a family, a friend, whoever you want. Also subscribe. We're on the road to 3K subs. Really trying to reach my next milestone. And turn on the notification bell so you guys get notified for future Lakers content. And comment down what topic or video do you guys want to see me talk about in my next video, whether if it's trades or the Lakers performances and stuff like that. Do you guys want to see me make more breakdowns when it comes to videos? But do you guys like my screen recording, or do you guys prefer me to put photos or highlights in my videos? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll definitely do that for you guys. It's people channels, right? Can't just be posting content that I want. But I really had to make this video out for you guys today, because this was, a topic that I had to bring up when it comes to, Max Christie and, showing some, improvement. But it's only the beginning, and he's going to have to continue to be, more consistent on, a basis, if you get what I'm trying to say. But to each its own. I'm out of here. Peace.